Good Girl by Aber, published by Bloomsbury, and this is a contemporary novel that is set in Berlin. And in fact, I took it with me to Berlin, and it was really interesting reading in the city when I was in the areas that were being described in the book. Now, there's an interesting backstory to this because it is longlisted for the 2025 Women's Fiction Award. There are 16 on the long list. And on the day of the announcement of the long list, I went to a Waterstones in London and I asked for this book, and they had one copy. And I fell into discussion with the bookseller, and he said, in fact, we don't know what is on the long list until everybody else knows. And I thought, what a failed marketing opportunity that is, because I went in, the other book I wanted they didn't have, it was on the long list, they probably get it in the next couple of days, but I expect to see one of their wonderful displays of the long list, and there was nothing there. And I just sort of think, crikey, that is such a missed opportunity for both authors and publishers, and anyway, it's very sad. So back to Berlin. I took it with me to Berlin. I saw it in lots and lots of bookshops as I went around the city, so it had real centre position. And it is a story of Nila. She is from an Afghan family, refugees. They have come to live in Berlin. She lives in Gropiusstadt. And this is her story, and it's quite a gritty story, set in a gritty environment. She lives with her father, who has been quite abusive to her and, kind of undermines her. Her mother has died. Nila falls for Marlowe. He starts gently, his abusive practice with her, and it's almost like she's been set up by her father to expect that in her adult intimate relationship. So she embarks on this relationship. She goes to clubs. They frequent something called the Bunker. Of course, Berlin is well known for its party scene, its club scene. There's quite a lot of drug taking. So the first half, every other page, more or less, there was substance misuse, which got a bit tedious. It felt a bit cliche at times because there are an awful lot of books out there at the moment that, depict the scene that is Berlin. But, as I went around exploring the city, some of the areas that were mentioned in the book, I happened to see. So it felt kind of very immediate to read this book set in the city. I felt very sorry for Nila. She didn't seem to move on. She had some opportunities to study in London. She didn't take them. And it was an interesting read set in a very gritty time in her life in Berlin. So if you want to get a sense of the city and what it is like for an immigrant, because that is one of the slants of the book, to be in the city, then this is one to pick up. And what a great cover, I have to say, so eye-catching.